Hey guys, Jared Whitetrip here. I am joined today by Michael Obermeyer. He is one of our faculty members from the School of Business. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
Yeah, good. We're excited to have you. And so first and foremost, tell us a little bit about your role here and kind of how you factor into the School of Business at Jessup.
Any university will have two types of faculty. They'll have core faculty, full-time PhDs, studied in their specific field, and they'll have adjuncts, people that come from industry that have specific knowledge about industry and teach pretty much about what they've done in business. So I spent 30 years in sales and marketing and ops management and doing things in business. 4 years ago, I joined Jessup to teach what I learned during the business field.
Right.
So we bring a little more practical, this is what happens in the real world kind of stuff.
Sure. I like that. And I think, the big thing that we do here at Jessup that I love, and in business in particular, is they have a program that is as much about learning inside the classroom as it is outside the classroom, and learning in such a way that you're going to be prepared no matter where you go.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about, in business specifically, the specific tracks that they have, because business is pretty overarching. So let's say is there a specific track that I would take if I wanted to own my own business and start my own business versus if I wanted to get into marketing?
Well, let me see if I can remember all the ones we have, because we have 7, right? So if we want to specialize, if a student wants to specialize, because they're going to get a degree in business,
right?
But they can specialize based on things they would like, which would be things like accountants. So if you want to go into it, you got accountancy. Then we've got cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Management, marketing, finance, project management.
Sure.
So we've got a broad array of concentrations for a student based on what they want to do, and almost equally importantly, what the market wants them to do.
Right.
We base those concentrations on what industry tells us they're hiring.
Yeah.
What do they need? So it'll evolve over time. Over time, we'll bring things in, we'll take things out. So those are the types of concentrations you can have, and it just sets you apart from a normal, I have a business degree. I have a business degree and I specialized in marketing. So, like you said, if I'm going to start a business, I would probably steer a student towards entrepreneurship.
Right.
Because they really gear that concentration on how do you get venture capital, how do you manage the beginning of a business, what does a business plan look like. So they're really trying to get students, in fact, they have many projects based on writing a business plan and starting a business.
Right.
If I was a student that was aimed toward marketing, I'd go through a marketing concentration. If they don't know, many students, gosh, what a shock, don't know what they want to do when they get here. We steer them towards general management because that is a good degree and a good broad base of all the places that you will need business information.
Right. So to kind of piggyback off of what you said there, you mentioned something specific about students who maybe don't necessarily know what they want to do when they get here. For a student who is undecided totally, so doesn't even know which degree they want to go into, let alone business, what practical things does business, a degree in that program, bring to a student that would help them be successful? So, for instance, for someone who has no idea what they want to do, why business?
The short answer, because you can get a job.
Sure.
That's the short answer. That's what we're trying to do, is help you get a job. And I would not expect a college freshman to walk into any university and say, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I changed majors 3 times, right, until I found out exactly what I wanted to do. So it's no big surprise. But for those students that are wondering, I don't know exactly what, business gives you that broad, overarching degree and set of skills that allows you to get a job in a whole lot of different places. So if you're not set where you want to be, that allows you. Business teaches problem solving, okay, and teamwork. That's what we teach. That's what, as an employer, I wanted students to do. And let's face it, when I was an employer, and I've hired a lot of people over the years, we always figured we were going to have to train them. But the degree gave them the ability to learn our business structure, because every different business runs their business differently.
Right.
So without that degree, you come in and have no clue what's going on. With the degree, you come in and have a broad understanding of how business works, and now I can teach you specifically how my business works, and you can learn it.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do, and that's what the broad business degree will get you.
Sure. And it plays into the MBA that Jessup offers as well, I would have to imagine.
Yes, absolutely. And I've taught in both programs. And the MBA, we're really building leaders, right? So once you get into the MBA program, the idea is we don't want to give you a specific skill set in the MBA. We're going to sharpen your skills and teach you how to lead people.
Sure.
Teach you what it's like to run a business and what you could expect.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's a big thing about, any degree that has that master's aspect of, you have, like you mentioned, that broad overview, and then you can train those specifics and train that leadership aspect to go along with it. So
yeah, in industry, when we hire anybody with a master's degree, accounting, finance, MBA, the expectation is they will hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's no further training required. You've done the training at school, you're ready to go.
Right.
And so that's what we make it. When they leave us, we know that they are ready to hit the ground. They're going to start adding value to the employer the minute they get there. And that's what the employer is looking for.
Yeah.
Because they're going to pay them more.
Yeah, that's very true.
MBA is going to make more money than a normal person, so they better work a little better at the business they're at.
Absolutely. So with the business program, obviously here at Jessup, a big part of what we do in our education is the internship aspect.
Right.
So what can a student expect with internships in the business program? Different types, time commitments, fun places that they're working, etc.
Fun places. It's work. What do you mean fun places where they
true.
work? No, of course, I'm kidding. And I will give kudos to our group that we have working out of the library offices that search out businesses, because we have a large array of businesses who want our interns.
Right.
So everybody requires we require an internship to graduate, so you have to do that. And an internship gives a student a chance to go work in that field that they think they really want to work in. If I have students, I really think I want to be an accountant. You ever worked in an accounting firm? No, I haven't. Well, great. You're going to take an internship and you're going to work an entire summer or an entire semester at an accounting firm, and you're going to find out exactly what it is they do. That helps you make your decision, do I want to continue with that or not?
Right.
I don't know the percentages, but a great number of our interns end up working exactly where they interned. They go to internship there, and they end up getting offered a job there as soon as they get out of school. That's very common. One of the great stories I remember, I was at a graduation party for one of my students, and she had interned at Sac County Sheriff's Department, marketing and that kind of thing. And she wanted the job to stay there, and she wasn't sure if they were going to offer her that job. And they'd sent her a graduation card. When she opened the card at her graduation party, the card read, "You're hired." It was classic. It was perfect. And there's multiple stories like that, right?
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes they go to the internship, they realize, wow, that's not what I thought it was.
Sure.
And they want to do something different, but that's why they go through the internship.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you guys, I know a lot of programs will have internships be a dual semester thing. So you have one internship your fall semester and one your spring semester of whether it's, junior, senior year. Do you guys encourage more than one internship? Do you kind of steer in the right direction? If you enjoy what you're doing, go for it? Or?
We only require one.
Okay.
Right, internship, but often the internship becomes a part-time job.
Right.
So you have a school internship for the fall semester that's required, and you have to write reports and do various things as you would for a class. But in the spring, often it comes to, I'm working for them part-time.
Sure.
So it's not our class, it's you working part-time for an employer.
Right. And every little bit as you're, as a student helps, especially with paying tuition and all of that.
I agree. And the more a student has experience, I hate to say real world, but outside of the university in the business world, when they get out and they're looking for that job, the more it helps. Every time an employer sees that internship, job in the industry, that's okay.
Sure.
All that means is they know how to go to work, and that's what we're looking for.
Right. So to kind of piggyback off of that and the internship idea, does the business program and their students, do they do anything else outside of the classroom as a cohort to kind of sharpen their skills that goes just beyond the independent internship and the independent learning in the classroom?
Short answer is as much as we can do. Right. So we have plant tours set up for various businesses around here. We'll take a classroom and go to that place. One manufacturing place we go to. There's another marketing research firm we go to every semester that encourages bringing your students here, and we'll show them what we do. So plant tours are a big thing, Guest speakers are huge. We bring in guest speakers in every class from industry local around here, hiring people that come and talk about this is what we do.
Yeah.
So as much interaction with business community that we can have, we do. And we take them there, we bring them in. We also have clubs, which are interesting too. Business Club and the AMA, American Marketing Association Club. Both of those clubs have significant interaction with the business people in the local area.
Right.
Have meetings here. They have competitions with other universities. So it's all about combining the experience between what you learn here, then how can you use it in industry and getting industry on the campus. It really helps us a lot.
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. So the business department, the program, it sounds amazing.
Boy, thank you.
No problem. Thank you for representing it well. The last question that I have for you, and it's a question that we like to ask all of our guests, is just overall, what is your favorite thing about Jessup?
I bet you hear this a lot from whomever you talk to. It's a community.
Right.
Okay? It's a community. It's not a 35,000 member university with a lot of little communities. It's a community as a university.
Yeah.
Right? And so I like teaching in the undergrad because you get to know people. I've got one class right now that has 25 students. 22 of the students I've had in previous classes.
Sure.
17 I've had in multiple classes.
Wow.
So you're getting to know these people and you're getting to know how they learn, because everybody learns differently, what works well for them, what doesn't work well for them, their families, their situations. It's really great.
Yeah.
It's really great. I like to say is we're here to teach the mind, but we can influence the heart. We can help them to be much better people, influencing how they think and what they do, and what we think is, and help them find out what they think is great in life.
Right.
Because I can't tell them what to do. All
Right.
I can do is give them experiences and let them choose.
Sure. Yeah. And I think that's one of the great things you hear about Jessup is we give you the tools and let you carve your own path.
Right.
I think that's something that's really specific about Jessup that you don't see everywhere, and it's something that I absolutely love.
Well, it's their path.
Amen.
It's not my path, it's not your path,
Very
it's their
true.
path.
Very true. Well, Michael, thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to give us a like and a follow wherever you watch or
There you
listen. And if you want more information, reach out to us in the admissions office. We would love to hear from you. Visit our website, jessup.edu, or you can send us an email, admissions@jessup.edu. Guys, see you next time.
Thank you.